The largest deportation operation in US history is now underway in the United States. Just 3 days into his presidency, Trump has begun hunting down immigrants mercilessly.
This is something we certainly did not expect. Selena Gomez, always calm, smiling, friendly, and reserved in public statements, suddenly burst into tears on social networks.
I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry. How many people are getting attacked? The children. I'll try everything, I promise.
The star could not hide her emotions after U.S. President Donald Trump signed a new executive order on deporting migrants. This law will affect thousands of people, including those who have been living in the U.S. for years, creating families, working, and building a future. But why exactly did Selena Gomez react so emotionally to the situation? What are her personal reasons for getting so emotional, and why her words caused a real storm in social networks? Let's get to the bottom of it. It all started with the fact that Selena Gomez published a video on her Instagram page, and it instantly caused a huge resonance. The footage shows the singer barely holding back tears, her voice shaking, and her eyes reddened with excitement. Selena looked deeply shocked and emotionally broken as she squeezed out a few phrases. "I'm so sorry. All my people are being attacked. And the children. They don't understand anything. I'm sorry. I wish I could do something, but I don't know how." After saying that, she was silent for a second, clearly trying to pull herself together, but her emotions just overwhelmed her. To finish the video, Selena added a Mexican flag emoji, which immediately made it clear to all her followers how personal this topic is to her. For her, it's not just a political issue, it's the pain of millions of families, including her own. The video only lasted a few hours before Selena deleted it, but by then it had already gone viral across the internet. Fans were quick to save copies, and the clip began to go viral on various platforms. It was discussed on Twitter, TikTok, and even on news sites. Fans instantly sided with Selena, expressing their support in the comments. Thousands of users wrote that they shared her pain and that her honesty is exactly what the world needs. However, there were also those who bombarded her with criticism. Some commenters claimed that the star was just putting on an act and trying to draw attention to her person, while others mocked her emotion. But one thing was clear, Selena Gomez's video became one of the most talked about topics of the day, and the world could not remain indifferent to her tears. To understand Selena Gomez's emotions, let's understand what exactly Donald Trump did and why his new executive order caused such a huge resonance. He recently signed a document that significantly tightens immigration laws and jeopardizes the fates of thousands of families. The main innovations were immediately criticized by human rights organizations, public figures, and representatives of the Democratic Party. The first key change is the Stay in Mexico program, according to which asylum seekers can no longer stay in the U.S. while their documents are being considered. They now have to wait for a decision in Mexico, even if their lives are in danger there. This means that many families who had hoped to start a new life in America will now find themselves in extremely difficult conditions, without jobs, housing, food, or medical care. Moreover, migrant camps at the border are already overcrowded, and the situation is getting worse. The second change concerns expedited deportation. U.S. authorities now have the right to deport undocumented migrants without trial, without the ability to appeal or defend their rights. This is especially alarming because deportations can affect even those who have been living in the country for years, working, raising children, and paying taxes. Now, a simple document check is enough for a person to be detained and deported from the country as soon as possible. This decree has caused a real political and public scandal. Human rights activists claim that these measures violate human rights and put migrants in mortal danger. Many families will be torn apart, children may be separated from their parents, and the fate of thousands of people now depends on bureaucratic procedures that do not work in their favor. Democrats in Congress have also criticized Trump's initiative, saying his policy destroys the asylum system and makes the U.S. a less humane country. At the same time, Trump supporters insist that the new rules will help fight illegal immigration and strengthen the borders. However, even among Republicans, there are those who believe that the measures are too harsh and will lead to a humanitarian crisis. This reform of migration policy has caused a strong reaction around the world. Especially strongly, it affected celebrities with Latin American roots, such as Selena Gomez, who could not contain her emotions and openly opposed the decree. If anyone thinks that Selena Gomez just decided to use the political topic for attention, they are deeply mistaken. For her, this problem is not just another news item, but part of the personal history of the family. Selena has repeatedly emphasized that she has a very close connection to Mexican culture and is deeply aware of the hardships migrants face in the United States. Her grandparents were undocumented migrants who crossed the U.S. border in the 1970s in search of a better life. Like many others, they lived in fear of deportation, but despite the hardships, they were able to settle in America. Thanks to this, their family got a chance for a bright future, and Selena was born already in the U.S. However, according to her own words, this does not make her less Mexican. In an interview, she admitted that she feels as much Mexican as American, and that her roots play a huge role in shaping her identity. In 2019, Selena Gomez made a major step in defense of migrants. She became executive producer of the documentary Life Without Documents, which tells the real stories of migrant children separated from their parents. The film shows the fates of people who found themselves in the epicenter of the harsh migration policy of the United States. At the time, Selena admitted that working on the project was very emotional for her. She stated, "It was hard for me to hold back tears when I heard the stories of children who found themselves isolated, without parents, in complete uncertainty. I can't imagine how I would feel if my family had gone through that." So Donald Trump's new executive order was a personal blow to her. She realizes that thousands of families may be going through the same thing her relatives went through. Seeing children being separated from their parents and families in despair is unbearable for her. That's why she couldn't stay silent and openly expressed her emotions. Selena's action is not just an impulsive reaction to the news, but a manifestation of deep personal pain and sympathy for those who are going through this nightmare. But not everyone likes Selena Gomez's openly expressing herself. As soon as the video, in which she did not hold back her tears, went viral, a wave of criticism fell on the singer, especially harshly expressed conservative journalists and politicians who believe that celebrities should not interfere in issues of migration policy. Famous American journalist Tomi Lahren, known for her harsh statements, practically ridiculed Selena. On her Twitter, she wrote, "This is why we don't listen to political advice from Disney child stars." This was a clear implication that she believes Selena is incompetent in political matters and should not comment on such topics. Other conservative commentators went even further. Some suggested that Selena should go to Mexico if she is so worried about the fate of migrants. There were also harsher statements in which the singer was accused of hypocrisy. Allegedly, she, being a millionaire, has never faced the real problems of illegal migrants, and now she is just using this topic to draw attention to her person. In addition, some politicians and commentators accuse Selena of being uneducated. According to them, she doesn't understand how immigration laws work and says things that are out of touch with reality. To them, her emotional response is not a serious political stance, but a show for social media. But Selena is not one to tolerate injustice. She didn't stay on the sidelines and decided to respond to the critics. In one of her posts, she wrote, "It seems it's now abnormal to show empathy." This short but powerful phrase made it clear that she is not going to make excuses for her emotions, and believes that supporting those in need is no reason for ridicule. Moreover, Selena personally responded to one commenter who mocked her tears. She wrote, "Oh, Mr. Parker, thanks for the laughs and threats." This was a clear hint that she realizes how aggressive her critics are being, but is not afraid of their attacks. Despite the wave of negativity, Selena found a huge number of supporters. On social networks, thousands of fans expressed their support, noting that she is one of the few celebrities who is not afraid to talk about real problems. Many users in the comments wrote, "Selena is the only star who has a heart. Thank you for not being silent. We are proud of you. Your tears are the tears of millions of people. Thank you for your courage." For now, it's unknown how far this conflict will go. Selena may issue an official statement about the situation, perhaps she will take part in protests against Trump's executive order, or will include this topic in her creativity because she often writes songs about personal experiences. In any case, this scandal has already become one of the loudest in her career. Selena Gomez's story shows that celebrities can influence public opinion. Her tears will probably draw attention to the migrant issue much more than the official statements of politicians. No matter how much she is criticized, she is not afraid to speak the truth, and that's why millions of people continue to support her. Selena Gomez recorded an emotional video in which she cried because of the new deportation law. This law tightens measures against migrants, which hurts Selena personally, as her family is from Mexico. She was sharply criticized, but she did not remain silent and continues to defend her position. Fans are ecstatic. People are thanking her for her courage and empathy. The scandal could turn into something more, because Selena seems to be ready to go all the way. Do you think she did the right thing, or should celebrities stay out of politics? Stay tuned with us, and we'll be sure to bring you all the new details of this high-profile story.